Dubai rises from the desert like a dream, a shimmering, impossible dream seemingly conjured from the sands. It's a testament to human ambition and a symbol of rapid transformation. A city of superlatives. Everything is bigger, taller, more extravagant. The Burj Khalifa pierces the sky, a gleaming needle pointing towards the heavens, a symbol of Dubai's ambition and architectural prowess. Malls feature indoor ski slopes, offering a surreal experience in the middle of the desert. And palm-shaped islands stretch into the Gulf, engineering marvels reshaping the coastline. These artificial archipelagos are home to luxury resorts and exclusive residences. This is the image Dubai projects: futuristic luxury, a world of opulence and extravagance, a playground for the rich, a destination for those seeking the ultimate in luxury experiences, a global hub for business and tourism, connecting East and West. The transformation is astonishing, from humble beginnings to a global powerhouse in just a few decades. Just decades ago, Dubai was a quiet fishing village, its economy centered around pearl diving and fishing. Oil changed everything, providing the resources for unprecedented development. But Dubai's leaders knew reserves were limited, and that long-term prosperity required diversification. They invested oil money into infrastructure, trade, and tourism, laying the foundation for a sustainable economy. Creating free zones to attract global business, fostering innovation and entrepreneurship. This pivot from oil to services focusing on finance, technology, and tourism fueled explosive growth, transforming the city at an astonishing pace, turning a sleepy port into a global crossroads, a vital link in the world's trade network. The Al Maktoum family crafted a narrative of visionary leadership, guiding Dubai's transformation with bold strategies and ambitious projects. Presenting Dubai as a model of progress and stability, a beacon of innovation in the Middle East. The branding worked. Dubai successfully positioned itself as a must-see destination. Millions of visitors, drawn by the promise of luxury and adventure, and investors flocked to the city, eager to capitalize on Dubai's booming economy. Western expatriates came for high-paying jobs, attracted by the tax-free salaries and opportunities for career advancement. Tourists for luxury hotels and beaches, seeking a taste of the high life. Dubai became a symbol of what money and ambition could achieve, a testament to the power of vision and determination. But beneath the shimmering glass, behind the gleaming facade, lies a more complex reality, a story that's often overlooked. The story isn't just visionary sheikhs and happy expats enjoying a life of luxury. It's also about immense sacrifice and hidden costs, the human price of progress. The towers and islands weren't built by magic. They didn't simply appear overnight. They were built by millions of migrant workers, often toiling in harsh conditions. Their experience is often far from the dream Dubai advertises, a stark contrast to the city's glamorous image. The city's dazzling success casts long shadows, obscuring the stories of those who made it possible. To understand Dubai, we must step into those shadows and confront the uncomfortable truths that lie beneath the surface. The truths that complicate the glittering mirage are rarely told, often hidden from view. Let's look beyond the facade and explore the full story of Dubai's rise. Dubai's wealth is immense, a dazzling display of modern opulence that captivates the world. It's a place where fortunes are made and dreams are pursued, a beacon of prosperity in the Middle East. But beneath the shimmering surface, this wealth is not evenly shared. A stark contrast exists, a visible reminder that the fruits of Dubai's success are not enjoyed by all. While oil once fueled Dubai's rapid growth, it is no longer the main driver of its economy. The city has diversified, transforming itself into a global hub for various industries. Real estate, trade, tourism, and finance now fuel the economy, creating a dynamic and multifaceted landscape. These sectors have propelled Dubai to new heights, attracting investment and talent from around the globe. The world's ultra-rich flock to Dubai, eager to buy penthouses with breathtaking views, park super yachts in the bustling marinas, symbols of their extravagant lifestyles, and shop for designer brands in the opulent malls, indulging in the finest things life has to offer. For a small elite, the ruling family, Emirati citizens, and top foreign executives, Dubai is a land of unimaginable prosperity, a playground where wealth knows no bounds. They own the land, control corporations, and reap the profits, solidifying their positions at the apex of Dubai's economic pyramid. Western expatriates enjoy tax-free salaries and a lifestyle of luxury, often exceeding what they could achieve in their home countries. They form a privileged class, enjoying exclusive access to the city's finest amenities and social circles. Their Dubai is the one seen in travel brochures, a carefully curated image of perfection and extravagance. But this glittering world is built on the backs of a vast underclass, the unsung heroes who toil tirelessly to make Dubai's dreams a reality. The distribution of money is incredibly skewed, with a disproportionate share concentrated in the hands of a select few. CEOs earn millions, their salaries reflecting the immense wealth they generate for their companies. While construction workers earn a fraction, their wages barely sufficient to cover their basic needs. There's no minimum wage for migrant workers, leaving them vulnerable to exploitation and unfair labor practices. Contracts are often signed under desperate circumstances, with workers feeling pressured to accept unfavorable terms in order to secure employment. The city is divided into two worlds, a stark contrast between the haves and have-nots. Five-star hotels and exclusive clubs cater to the elite, offering unparalleled luxury and entertainment, while crowded labor camps house the workers, their living conditions a far cry from the opulence enjoyed by others. The system maximizes profits for the top tier, prioritizing the accumulation of wealth for those already at the top. Keeping labor costs low is a key component of this system, ensuring that profits remain high. The lack of unions and the restrictive sponsorship system give employers immense power over their workers, limiting their ability to negotiate for better wages and working conditions. Wealth pools at the top, creating a concentration of riches that is rarely seen elsewhere. This creates extreme inequality, a vast chasm between the rich and the poor that defines the social landscape of Dubai. The luxury of the few is subsidized by the cheap labor of the many, a system where the prosperity of some is directly linked to the struggles of others. This is the fundamental economic truth of Dubai's empire, a reality that is often obscured by the city's dazzling facade. The facade of universal prosperity hides a society of deep divides, a place where the promise of opportunity is not equally available to all. The real Dubai is a tale of two cities, a place of both incredible wealth and profound inequality, a story that demands to be told. Dubai's construction boom is built on human struggle. Millions of men from South Asia and the Philippines come seeking better lives. Recruitment agents promise good wages and conditions, but reality is often harsh. Many arrive already in debt from exorbitant recruitment fees, forced to take high-interest loans. This debt bondage makes them vulnerable and dependent on employers. Upon arrival, contracts may be changed, pay reduced, and passports confiscated. The kafala system ties workers to their sponsors, stripping them of basic freedoms. Workers can't leave jobs or advocate for better treatment. They build the city's wonders but are treated as disposable. The human cost of Dubai's rapid rise is immense. For many, the dream becomes a struggle for survival. Far from the dazzling glamour and opulence that defines Dubai's image, a different reality exists. Labor camps, often hidden from view, house the vast workforce that constructs and maintains Dubai's towering structures. These are the unsung heroes behind the city's rapid development. These crowded concrete complexes, often located far from the city center, are home to thousands of workers, a population that's essential to Dubai's infrastructure. Life inside these camps can be incredibly challenging, often with 8 or more men sharing a single cramped room. Personal space is a luxury they cannot afford. Air conditioning, a necessity in this climate, is often unreliable or broken down completely. And the summer heat is relentless, making living conditions extremely difficult and unbearable. Workers rise before dawn, often before the sun even begins to peek over the horizon, to labor all day under the scorching sun, performing physically demanding tasks, and return to the camps exhausted, both physically and mentally drained from the day's work. Food is often of poor quality and lacking in nutritional value. Hygiene is a constant challenge due to limited facilities, and access to adequate medical care is limited and often insufficient. The camps are often geographically isolated, situated far from the city's amenities, creating a sense of segregation from the vibrant city life and contributing to feelings of loneliness and isolation. Workers are separated from their families for years on end, sacrificing precious time with loved ones, missing important milestones in their children's lives and family celebrations. This separation takes a heavy toll, leading to feelings of homesickness and enduring depression. They see the city's luxury and extravagance all around them but are excluded from participating in it, creating a stark contrast between their reality and the city's image. The camps are deliberately kept out of sight, often located on the outskirts of the city, hidden away from the view of tourists and the everyday lives of Dubai's affluent residents. Buses transporting workers often use specific routes, carefully planned to avoid main roads and tourist areas, further reinforcing the social and economic divide between the workers and the rest of the city's population. The men become an invisible army, working tirelessly behind the scenes, acknowledged only by the magnificent skyline they tirelessly build and maintain. Their lives, lived in the shadows, reveal the deep inequalities and disparities that lie beneath the glittering facade of Dubai's remarkable success story. Construction in Dubai is grueling and dangerous. Work continues year-round, even in extreme heat above 45 degrees Celsius. Heat stroke, dehydration, and exhaustion are constant threats. Some workers die, their deaths often misreported. Safety standards are often inadequate. Proper equipment and training are lacking. Accidents, falls, machinery injuries are common. Companies underreport incidents to avoid penalties. Injured workers struggle to get care or compensation. Those unable to work are sent home with little support. The system treats them as disposable. Fear of reprisal keeps workers silent. The kafala system gives employers total control. Dubai's skyline is built on silent suffering and risk. Dubai is a city of stark social divisions. Emirati citizens, just 10 to 15% of the population, enjoy immense privileges. Western expatriates fill high-skilled roles, living luxuriously but with limited rights. Over 85% are migrant workers, many in low-wage, marginalized jobs. Society is stratified. The wealthy live in gated communities, while workers are confined to camps. There's little interaction between classes. Segregation is physical, social, and cultural. Each group has its own spaces and networks. Deep inequality creates underlying tension. Dubai's safety is maintained by control and the promise of opportunity. But the lack of integration and vast disparities make society unstable. The city's prosperity depends on this rigid hierarchy. For most, the Dubai dream remains out of reach. The illusion of opportunity masks a reality of exclusion. Dubai's famed safety comes at the cost of strict control. The government tightly monitors life. Freedom of speech and press are restricted. Criticizing rulers or policies can mean imprisonment or deportation. State-controlled media highlights achievements, ignoring problems. Surveillance is pervasive. CCTV, facial recognition, and internet monitoring. Dissent is quickly suppressed. Activists and journalists risk arrest. The legal system enforces order, often favoring citizens and the powerful. Migrant workers have no right to unionize or strike. Attempts are crushed. The 2007 worker strike ended in arrests and deportations. Dubai's order is built on the suppression of basic rights for the majority. Dubai's rapid growth has come at a steep environmental cost. Construction has paved over the desert and altered the coastline, destroying habitats. The city's resource-intensive lifestyle creates one of the world's largest per capita carbon footprints. Air conditioning and desalination consume massive energy, straining resources. Waste production is enormous. Most ends up in landfills. Buildings are demolished quickly to make way for new ones, generating debris. The city's model of perpetual growth is unsustainable in a water-scarce, hot region. Climate change threatens coastal developments with rising sea levels. Government sustainability efforts are dwarfed by the scale of damage. Dubai's glittering facade hides a fragile, environmentally costly foundation. Dubai stands at a crossroads, its future uncertain. Regional competition is rising, the global economy is shifting. The city's reliance on a transient workforce undermines social cohesion. Leaders push for diversification and innovation, but core contradictions remain. Can Dubai be a true hub of creativity under tight control? Can it build stability while treating most residents as temporary? The city's story is a lesson in the hidden costs of rapid growth and extreme inequality. Real change would require reforms to labor rights and environmental stewardship. For now, Dubai remains a dazzling, deeply flawed monument to 21st-century ambition.